Hey, what's up? Everyone's good, and I hope you are staying safe and staying indoor, just like me. Although I went out here and there and so on. Yep. Well, when duty calls, that we have to fulfill them. Well, what I'm talking to you about is the something exciting for myself because I got a new iPhone because my iPhone 10, which I have since 2017, decided to die. Okay, it was a long story, but I think some of you were aware that how it died. Okay, it got really hot. I used the temperature, the infrared thermometer, and check on it. It was between 47 degrees to maybe about 52 degrees. I thought it was really hot, and brought it to the Apple Service Center, let them examine, and they told me that wow, we can't really fix this, but we offer you a wonderful solution, which is to pay us 2,900 ringgit plus 6% the SSD. We'll give you a new iPhone 10. But from the definition of the new, I understand that it's not really new. It's a refurbished unit by Apple, or probably by the authorized service center, which I decided no, I'm not going to do that. So what I have done is that I decided to buy a new iPhone. And well, if you look in terms of the timing wise, we are in the August, and the new iPhone is somewhere in the September. So why don't I just wait? Well, actually, I tried, but it's kind of difficult because I use the OnePlus 6T as a replacement phone, while the iPhone 10 RIP. And I just thought, okay, well, it's better I use an iPhone because I'm kind of like used to the Apple ecosystem, from the messages, all the contacts, calendars, etc. Well, work goes on, and so I need a reliable tools. So went into many places in all the retail outlets because I wanted to buy one immediately instead of like buying online. Maybe buying online have more choices, but I also worry a little bit about the original set of this iPhone. So what I did was I went to the retailers nearby and talked to a few of them. In fact, all the iPhone 11 Pro are on 11 Pro and 11 Pro, yes, they are on a massive discount, 500 ringgit off on any models. But I thought about it, 11 Pro, 11, well, I like the 11 Pro, but it's kind of like the iPhone 10 that I have. It's just maybe with a additional cameras, and of course maybe some of the other enhancement. But to pay maybe 5,000 ringgit, or maybe if I decided to go with the iPro 11 Pro Max, then probably have to pay close to maybe 6,000 ringgit for the 256 gigabyte. Then I just thought, at this current moment, should I spend that much, or I should maybe get something else? In fact, there is something else between the previous iPhone, the current iPhone 11, as well as the iPhone 12, which is the iPhone SE. Okay, I'm not too sure what they have this SE for, but could be maybe the special editions of the iPhone. If you look at it carefully, it's actually the chassis of iPhone 7, maybe 8, and it's small. And why I decided on this, because this is more of a current model in terms of the processor, because it's using the A13 chips, as compared to maybe the or even the 11 Pro is using the similar chips, but I have to pay maybe additional 2,000 or 3,000 for one phone. But I am pretty happy with the phone of this size. And as you can see, it's one hand operated, where I can actually use it. I can touch the screen anywhere, and on top of that, I have been speaking to Ragnar as well as the kids about I really hope maybe the next iPhone that they're going to incorporate the Touch ID once again, because that is one place where I find is really kind of difficult, because you'll be wearing a mask now when you are at the places where they require you to do the MySejahtera app or the Sri Lanka apps check-in. Then you will realize that, oh, you need to key in the passcode, and especially, some people don't really follow the social distance or the physical distance very well. They are like behind you all the time. Then it's like they probably can figure out your passcode or your PIN, which we work with clients on cybersecurity. We learn a lot of that, and it's really difficult. However, now with the Touch ID, wow, it's fantastic. I don't have to unlock it with my PIN or the password, but I just use the thumbprint on the Touch ID, for me to log on, and also to sign into the MySejahtera app or the website, and then I could go into the all the premises. Okay, coming back on the iPhone 10 that I have. It's a fantastic phone. It has been with me since 2017. I really like the phone, and I didn't change during the iPhone 10s as well as the 11, because I find the similar concept in terms of the look and feel. So personally, what I like about the iPhone SE is that it's small. It's really small, actually. And it is fast because of the latest processor that Apple has actually installed in this. One more thing, most of these kind of phone categories, that kind of price range, may not have the wireless charging. I mean, from Apple families, iPhone families, but this comes with the wireless charging, which is nice. However, I noticed when I use the flat charging pad, when I put the phone as it is, and the phone tend to have a problem that is and then it will be off the charging pad, which is kind of annoying. So that is one thing where when I Google it, I found that there seems to be a common problem for iPhone 11, 11 Pro, 11 Pro Max, as well as the iPhone SE. Well, God knows what's the issue with that. Maybe it was the charging coil and so on, that it's just pushing it and so on. Wow. And I really hope, what I really hope for, okay, maybe I don't hope, but other nicer things, let me just finish with all the other nicest thing about this iPhone SE is that it has the portrait mode photography, even though it's just with one single lens, but it's still nice. And one more thing that I really like about this phone, iPhone SE, is that it's waterproof. Bravo, it's like fantastic things. You know what? I was at this place, I forgot where was it, and yes, I was at this KK Mart making payment for the drinks that I bought, and they told me, yeah, we accept touch and go. And you know what? The guy grabbed my phones, and then he was doing the scanning. Then he passed the phone back to me. I was like, WTF? Now I have to disinfect the phone. So I came home. Then I just thought, hey, how about I wash the phone or I rinse it with some soap, and then I quickly just dry it. Well, you know what? Still working here. All right. Okay. So I have done that. And just a few more things before I sum it up, is that what are the things that I find could have been better with this phone. One is that the black bezel. Okay, as usual, the black bezel is kind of like, maybe the phone screen, the structures, in terms of the scale of the phone, ideally it should be maybe a bit more, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Okay, but with this price range, maybe that's why Apple didn't want to do anything about it. And I also noticed is that the charging cable, because it's still using the Lightning, maybe it'll be good that if Apple's move on to the USB, maybe, who knows, the iPhone 12, the next one. And the color selections for this phone kind of boring, black, white, and also the red. Maybe gives it a bit more colors. How about green, the light blues, the turquoise, etc., and so on. No, or even the popular rose gold. I mean, I really love the rose gold color selections. Well, and one last thing, I find so with such a small phone, the battery is also a big compromise, because it doesn't give you the confidence that this phone is going to like last you a day. Okay, give you an example. Because when I got into a car, I will just leave it either on the car, the cup holder, or maybe in my pockets. And then I will use the connect it to the CarPlay with the music, or I use the Waze or the Google Maps, and bam, you know what? The battery drops. So by the time when I reach the destination, I probably have fully charged the phones before I left the home, and then by the time when I reach the destination, it's left with 80%, 76%. I'm like, what really? And yes, that's kind of frustrating. So if I need to drive a bit further, like places that I need to be like maybe more than 30 minutes drive before I reach the next destination, I will just charge the phone in the car. Okay, and well, that's sums up my experience using the iPhone SE. Actually, I've been using it for about a week, because I was talking to Ratna, say that I think it's time for me to get an iPhone instead of relying on the Android. Yes, I like the OnePlus, the 60. In fact, it's still in perfect working conditions. Well, I've been keeping it as a spare phone. Well, no, it will remain as a spare phone for now. Well, thank you for watching. Thanks so much for your time. And well, who knows, maybe when we have the iPhone 12, then well, I will talk to you again. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.